Welcome to the 2024 All Japan Junior National Championships and the JOC Junior Olympic Cup. The Takasaki Arena welcomes the women's individual tournament, and here we have the final of the under 48 kilos category with Adachi Mito in red and Yoshino Sachio in white. Straight away into the attack there, drops Siotoshi and straight into the newaza. Good to see the transition from standing down to ground. I'm sure that we're going to see plenty of transitioning from tachiwaza to newaza. Strong fight for the grips. Adachi has the sleeve and now dominating the sleeve, needs to do a positive attack from it. Both of them need to go positively. It's going to be a Shido each. And so they've got to attack more. They know they have to. They can't just push the sleeves down. They have to create space, get momentum, get an opposite reaction. And again, both fighters fighting for that sleeve. Uchimata just misses. Got to be a little bit careful of the Sakeishi. Needs two hands on. As soon as the sleeve grip and the lapel hand goes on, that's when they're going to attack. So still not able to find their way through the defences at the moment. We haven't seen a really full-blooded attack yet. And again, just drops Seanagi there from Yoshino. And Yoshino, lucky to get away with that because it had no rotation. Needs rotation from the Seanagi. Well, that might be it. Might be a second Shido. Yes, it is. Second Shido there for just dropping. Has to be fully rotated. And that's why you need the action-reaction. Well, she's got two Shidos on the board now, Yoshino. And she knows that one more mistake could cost her the title here. Adachi. Oh, look at that! Sodi Tsurukomigoshi there on the left. And that was a good score from Yoshino. And Yoshino gets the Wazari. It wasn't quite flat on the back there, but good change of direction. Oh, and that's going to be another Wazari. A second Wazari there for Yoshino. And she gets Wazari Awazeti upon. And that was really good stuff there because she was under pressure. And it could have possibly been a third Shido there. She opened up and Adachi couldn't do anything about it. Started off with Sodi Tsurukomigoshi for a Wazari, and the second one was a counter. What a great change of direction that was. She changed direction, took her to the ground, and now she is the champion. The final of the under 52 kilos category, Nusio Senju in red against Aito Minaka in white. Straight away in for the grip there, Aito. She had the sleeve and immediately into the attack there with the Ashiwaza. Wants the lapel first and then the sleeve, Aito. Oh, and a nice Ashiwaza there by Nusio. And now, she gets a Wazari. And immediately there into the Newaza. So, a Wazari and Nusio leads the contest. Remember, this is the trials for the Junior World Championships in Djambe. So, a lot rests on this. Feeds the leg through. Is she going to change the direction with the Sumigaeshi? right against left always makes it difficult and can be dangerous for the Uchimata Sakeshi as well. That's why they feed the leg through. And it means now that Aito has to come forwards. And she does. And there was the change of direction there. She fed the leg through and tried to take her backwards. So starting to come forwards now, Aito. And Wazari down. Still plenty of time. And again, oh, that's going to be a second Wazari, is it? Did she get the landing? Referee hesitates. And now into the Newaza again. Nusio. Didn't get much time there in the Newaza. And I think that the referee is going to have a look there to see if that did warrant a second Wazari. And to me, it looked as if it just about went onto the side. No, and it's Hajime. He's not happy with the landing. Wasn't quite at 90 degrees. So Aito breathes again. Now she comes forwards. She wants the sleeve. Always difficult to catch that sleeve right against left. And she's feeding the leg through again. Is she going to change the direction? She'll have to go. A little bit too long in there. You can feed the leg through, but you have to attack immediately. Dominating the grip, but still finding it difficult to catch that sleeve. As soon as she does catch the sleeve, Aito starts to feed the leg through, and now it's Nusio. Always difficult to catch the sleeve with an opposite stance. Sometimes better to go sleeve first and then lapel. And that's exactly, I think, what she's trying to do there. Actually going off the lapel. And again, Nusio in for the attack. And Aito will have to catch up. Just starting to fall behind on attacks. Wants to get on with it. She's a Wazari down, remember? And the time is ticking. Coming up to the 1 minute mark. Looking for the Ashiwaza again. Aito in. Looking for the Uchimata. Looking for the turn. Oh, she gets the turn. And now, was that a score? Did the knee touch the floor first? I think it might have been the knee and the head touching the floor before the rotation onto the back. So if that is the case, no score will be given. And that was really, really close there. Aito, really close there to finishing that off. But anyway, Nusio carries on. And it's still Aito pushing forwards into the last 45 seconds. She knows what she has to do. She's a Wazari down and the stakes are high. Well, she gets a Shido there, Nusio, for touching the leg below the belt line. And so now, change of direction, Kosoto. And that wasn't too far off there for Aito. Pushing forwards all the time into the last 30 seconds. Arm over the back. Almost gets countered. And Nusio manages an attack there under pressure. 19 seconds left on the clock. Watch Aito come forwards. Here she comes. She wants the arm over the top. Nusio definitely on the run here. Needs a good attack, and she's touching the leg again. Possibility of a second Shido there. She gets away with it, and 5 seconds left. Just needs to hold off, and she's done enough there. Nusio Senju in red manages to hold on to the Wazari, and that means that she is the under 52 kilos category champion. The under 57 kilos category, Ono Moa in red against Shirakani Mio in white. Straight into the attack, looking for the sleeve grip straight away, and looking for the Seanagi there, Shirakani. A lot of fighting off the sleeves, dominating the sleeves, trying to break off the sleeve grip without looking negative, which is always difficult to do at the moment. And then trying to get the hips across for the big Siatoshis and the Sodi Surakumi techniques as well. So straight away, Shirakani has gone in fast and hard with the Kumakata. She's quite a bit shorter than Ono. Ono, just that little bit taller. Should give her a bit of reach advantage with that right arm over the top. Looking for the Ashiwaza. Trying to use that sleeve grip there, being dominated there, Shirakani, to her advantage, and trying to come across there with the Seanagi. They'll have to go forwards. So now dominating the sleeve. Shirakani has the sleeve. And by pushing the sleeve down, both of them get a Shido apiece. They've got to be positive with it. Push it across. Get the action-reaction. And they'll look for the Ashiwaza as well. So not being able to rotate at all. No freedom of movement there. Coming up to the halfway mark, and that wasn't too far away, was it? Big hips across there. Off the sleeve grip. And I'd say that Shirakani just ahead on attacks, but of course they need a score. And again, just trying to get that little bit of space. Hips go across again, and oh no, just starting to fall behind. Possibility of a Shido. There's the Shido. So often the pace makes all the difference here. You can't fall behind on pace. Got to make sure that they're good attacks as well. So Ono absolutely knows that she can't make another mistake there, and those kind of attacks there, she needs to get the Kazushi and the Suruti hand working together. Needs to create that little bit of space. We're coming up to the final minute here, and Shirakani is pushing forwards. She realizes one more Shido here, but that's not what she's after, I'm sure. She'll want to finish on some kind of score. Shirakani trying to go sleeve and then lapel. Now she's got the sleeve. And can't get that lapel hand on when she gets sleeve first. Now she's got it. And now putting the pressure on the edge here. But we know that she's after that third Shido. That's what she's after for sure. And the Shido game is always a dangerous game to play. It really is. It can go against you if you do that. And the referee not having any of it. She said, no, you're going to have to throw, I think. 16 seconds left on the clock. Shirakani knows now that she can't just push for a third Shido. She has to try and score. Oh no, she's got to come back from behind. She has to make sure that every one of her techniques is crisp. And there we go into golden score. The Shidos will carry over for Ono. One mistake from her and it'll be all over. Saying that, and you pile the pressure on. Shirokane just needs to make sure that her attacks are good. Not push down too much on that sleeve. And now she comes across, hips across. That was a better attack there from Shirokane. Now Ono comes forwards. She realizes it's starting to slip away. Tries to attack there with that sleeve being dominated. And that is what's making it look so bad when she attacks. Wants to get on with it. So now Ono comes forwards. She'll try and dominate the sleeve. She doesn't want that sleeve to be free because otherwise the Seanagis come across. And now she's got the arm onto the high lapel. Tries the Ouchigari this time. One score will do it. Almost 2 feet out there. And that's what she's after, Shirokane. But again, a referee saying, no, you're going to have to earn this. Those attacks are just desperate attacks, aren't they? Because she knows she has to attack. And I think that that's going to be the last chance there for Ono. Shirokane pushes forwards. We've seen no Newaza so far. It's been really a negative match here between these two. They've been cancelling each other out. Now the arm's over. And she just takes it off Shirokane every single time. Well, certainly it looks as if it's heading for a third Shido here. Neither one of them making a positive attack that could score. And this could be it. One last chance. Shirokane comes forwards. Oh no, she realizes now that this is going to be her last chance. If they give Shido each now, it will be Shirokane who will be the champion. So that's what she's after now. She doesn't mind. We can get one each. And she tries the Seanagi again. Tries to get the hips across. It's Shirokane that is being the more positive. And still, Ono gets the chance. They've got to grip up. So Ono now, it's up to her. She needs to attack. We haven't seen a solid attack from Ono. Shirokane tries again. This could be it now. It could be it. No, it's going to be Hajime again. And they come forwards 3 minutes into golden score now. And this under 57 kilos final, really a tight one. And again, Shirokane comes across with the hips, and that was a good, solid attack. It wasn't a spectacular attack, but it was good enough to count as an attack, and that's it. Ono gets the third Shido, and that attack there from Shirokane was just enough to give her the title. 3 Shidos to Ono. Shirokane wins the title. The under 63 kilos final is between Marachika Su in the red sash and Yamazato Haruka in the white sash. And what a flurry of Kumakata straight away into action. And there, really low, drops Satoshi there. Right the way underneath there by Marachika. So Marachika opens the account. Well, they're going left to left, and then Marachika going right off the left grip. And she's done it again. Again, first in, Yamazato is going to have to catch up just a little bit. Still has time. Just can't afford to fall too far behind on the attacks. Every time she goes over with that left arm, then Marachika is underneath. And now into the newaza. Looking for the turnover for the sangaku, but nice and tight there from Marachika. So Yamazato gets the Shido. And now fires her into action. No good just posturing. You've got to stand up. You've got to make sure that not only do you posture, but also that the strong attacks goes in. Yamazato now, and the Makikomi this time. Almost. Didn't quite have the control with the arms, but certainly Yamazato decided that she has to now start piling the attacks in. And again, in for the left Seanagi. So Marachika and Yamazata going attack for attack here. And has to be a little bit careful with that Sodi movement there off the sleeve, that she doesn't go against the arm. We see a lot of Shidos going against the arm off that Sodi grip. Oh, change of direction there. And Marachika tried to change the direction for the Kouchigaki. Seen a lot of scores in international competition from those changes of direction. Big pulling action, then the Kouchigari off it. And that wasn't far off, was it? Left to left, and, well, Yamazato decides to come in, and now looking for the wrap-up of the arm. As she got the shimiwaza, it was across the face there, and the referee saw that it was across the face, so immediate mate. And he wants to have a look, I think, just to see if there was a landing of some kind. And you've got to have a look at the landing to see if it gets a 90-degree landing. It didn't. So Hajime called. And this time Yamazato decides to go right. Right and left, both of these. Well, they've got to make sure that they have a good grip. There's the change of direction, and Awazari scored there. She threatened it once, and this time gets the big pulling action there, change of direction. And now looking for the newaza, but not positive with the newaza. We haven't seen much newaza, I have to say, so far. They've got to be a lot more positive, know what they're going for, know what they're digging for. And again, just attacks for the sake of attacks. And she's going to get a Shido for that. No hands whatsoever. Pushing forwards into the last minute. And it's Marachika that is a Wazari ahead here. Looking to burn some seconds here in newaza. And the referee saying, no, I know what you're doing. Immediately up. Well, the referee wants to have a look just to see what happened. As far as the head is concerned, I think whether the head hit first could have been red. Marachika just forcing the head down there, but certainly they're having a close look to see, because if the head touches the tatami first, and of course there's no hands involved as far as the kazushi and the suruchi is concerned, then it's a possibility it could be Honsokamaki for Yamasato. That would be a shame because it kind of seemed as if it was a clash, and yes, he's decided, and the top table as well have decided that Yamasato, her head hit the tatami first, and so it's Murachika who wins the title by default. The under 70 kilograms final, Takahashi Yoshino in red, Maeda Rin in white, and there's one right and one left here, so opposite stance. Nice ashiwaza straight away there by Takahashi. Immediately in for the ashiwaza, attacking that front leg. Good stance as well. Very upright stance. So look how they struggle to catch that sleeve. W effect of the legs there also makes it difficult sometimes for the attack, especially without the sleeve. Well, both getting a Shido for blocking and not attacking, so they'll have to pick it up. It might mean going for the sleeve first. Always difficult for the big attack. There, Kosotagaki this time from Takahashi. Maeda is the one that's not finding any opportunity for attack. Maeda needs to get the feet going as well for the ashiwaza. Of course, it's always a danger attacking that front leg, because if you wrap yourself around it, you leave yourself open for the uchimata. Trying to come across there for the Koichigari. Now, Maeda! Oh, what a nippon that was! Maeda, the first time that she catches the sleeve, and she's underneath there, right the way between the legs, and that was a beautiful Seanagi there. What a nippon! Maeda Rin wins the title spectacularly. The final of the under 78 kilos category, Otawa Kokoro in red up against Kobayashi Mayo in white. Right arm over the top straight away there from Otawa. Again, left against right here. Otawa right-handed, big right arm over, and now she's gone around the back, looking for the Uchimata Kobayashi. And both of these fighters will have to be a little bit cautious when it comes to the Uchimata, just in case the other one just moves out the way there for the Uchimata Sakeshi. Trying to come across there for the Ashiguruma, and now looking for the Newaza straight away into the attack, Otawa. We haven't seen much positive digging in for the Sangaku. Needs to be a lot more positive. Either that or for the double lapel. We see a lot of the senior team doing the double lapel turns. Now is it going to happen? Here we go. And now back round to the front. So looking to tie that arm up. And not the place to defend there. And she almost catches her there, Otawa. She's going to go again. This time, looking to attack from underneath, looking for the Obatori Gaeshi. Well, don't quite know what the referee wants to look at there. He's seen something there, and it might be just an infringement with the gripping. But they'll have a little look at the video and make their decision. Well, a Shido to Kobayashi, and Kobayashi now will have to come forwards. So it might have been an infringement there, but that was definitely a passivity infringement from the referee anyway. Left-handed attack there from Ottawa. Just tapping away at that front leg. Looking for the Sasai this time. Sasai Surakumiyashi. Change of direction there from Ottawa. Kobayashi can't fall further behind. She can't afford another penalty. That will put her under pressure. Well, searching for the sleeve, then decides, well, I'll go on to the lapel here. And now waiting for the mate. Just not quite happy with the situation there on the edge. Well, it really could go either way, this. Just over the halfway mark. Oh, yes, look at that. Ashiguruma drives her over directly into the Osai Komi, and she just has to hold her there for 10 seconds. 10-second hold down needed, and if she holds her now, just readjusts her weight. Yes, it's all over. Wazari and Wazeti Ippon, and it was all because the different kumakata, change of the inside grip, the sleeve goes one way, then the Suruti hand there starts to drive across, and that leg there catches the knee, and she drove it over at the angle there and directly into the Osai Komi. The transition was great, and she gets Wazari Wazeti Ippon, and it's Ottawa who gets the title. Great transition and a good Ippon. The plus 78 kilos category, Inui Tomoka in red against Yamaguchi Chihiro in white. Straight into the Ashiwaza there, Inui. And looking for the sleeve again against her right-handed opponent. And, well, it was Inui that opened up the account there. But Yamaguchi fires back. Still plenty of time on the clock. Just feeling each other's opposite styles here and trying to adapt to it. Trying to catch the sleeve. Remember, just because they're holding right-handed doesn't mean that they don't fire across with the left-handed techniques. And that means vice versa as well. Tries the Uchimata, Inui. Well, they're both looking for the Uchimata. So they'll have to make sure that they're really positive when they go in. Tries the Ashiwaza, Yamaguchi. Tries to get her to step back and then looking for the Uchimata again. Inui will have to be a little bit cautious on that arm there. Remember, you can't attack against a strong arm. Well, I think the referee wants to have a look at that, and the top table will have a look at the video replay there to see if she did attack and go against the straight arm. If she did attack and it was warranted as being an attack and against the straight arm, she could get Honsokamaki for it. If it was just pressure against a straight arm, it could be Shido, but we'll see what the top table said. They've been very busy, and yes, she is going to get it. Honsokamaki. So Honsokamaki there, and, well, she takes it on the chin, and that is a win by default there for Yamaguchi Chihiro. So a very big congratulations to all the 2024 national champions.